What is up, everybody? It's your boy Sage. We are about to get into my top 5 albums for both 2012 and 2013. For those who are just checking this video out, be sure to check out my last video. I talked about my top 5 albums from 2010 and 2011. Yeah, let's hop right into it. Starting with 2012, at number 5, we have Cruel Summer, the collaboration project by Kanye West and the members of Good Music. Sonically, the whole thing it's not my favorite from Kanye West and the other artists that are on that thing, but just the fact that all these different artists came together and put out this whole collab project is amazing. I really wish that more artists would do stuff like this. Kendrick Lamar just did it last year in 2018 with the Black Panther album, which was absolutely amazing. Moving on along, at number 4 we have Born to Die by Lana Del Rey. First time I had ever really listened to anybody who sings like her. This album's awesome, man. I think the first song that I ever heard by her was Off to the Races, and it was on Pandora, and I was like, man, who is this? It was so different, especially during that time. If you guys haven't heard it, I'd highly suggest you go check it out. Going into the number 3 spot, we have Miguel with Kaleidoscope Dream. That's right, this time Miguel actually made the cut. My last video, his debut, All I Want Is You, was just shy of making my top 5 list. But this time he is in here. I don't care what anybody says, that's his best album, period. Shining moments on this thing, I mean, they're all over the place. The song Do You, when I heard that, I think I was playing that on repeat for like the next week or 2 weeks. Yeah, I would just play this song while I was on the way to work and bell out the vocals, especially when he hit those high notes. You get down there to the middle of the song and he hits that. All I need. I didn't know I had them pipes, did you? I can't imagine that anybody watching this hasn't heard it or at least heard something from it. So if you haven't, make sure you go over there and check it out, man. Do yourself a favor right now, please. Coming in at the number 2 spot, you already know that my man K. Dot was gonna be on this list. Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar. I'm not gonna front. When I first heard Kendrick Lamar, it was when I was still in high school, and it was a couple tracks off of Section 80. I think the first one that somebody told me to look up, the first couple that somebody told me to look up, was ADHD and Rigor Mortis. And when I was listening to him, I was like, man, I don't know how I feel about this, because Kendrick sounds so weird. His voice is just weird. You can't deny it. Before Kendrick got popular, had you ever heard anybody that rapped like him? And I didn't really know how to accept it at first, but it didn't take long for me to fall in love with that dude. Pause. This album was really awesome because he had this dynamic going through with each track where he'll have like a skit. Some of them would be like a voicemail on his phone from his mom telling him that she needs her car back so she can make a meeting to get some food stamps, and you can hear his dad like hollering in the background and stuff. Some of them are little skits where he's hanging out with some of his friends from Compton where he grew up, and they're just kind of interweaved throughout the whole album until you get to the very last track where you hear Kendrick say, hey mom, I'm gonna use the van real quick, I'm gonna be back in like 15 minutes. It's like begging you to repeat that bad boy and run the whole album back, which is completely easy to do. My favorite song on this album is The Art of Peer Pressure. I want to say that that's my favorite song by him as a whole, but it's really hard because the dude's just got a lot of fire. So being able to just pinpoint one song by Kendrick Lamar that is your absolute favorite. I mean, K-Dot fans out there, how many of y'all can do that? Be honest. I definitely award the shining gold star for the best track on the album for The Art of Peer Pressure. A close second would be Compton. That song is just hard. It's hard as hell. Coming in at number 1 for the year 2012. Guys, I want to say that it was hard between this and Kendrick, but it wasn't. It's Frank Ocean. with Channel Orange, my friends. Frank Ocean's Channel Orange. That album is perfect. How many of y'all are hyped right now because I just put that there? How many of y'all are disappointed? I really want to know the ratio. Put a hand up if y'all are absolutely ecstatic that I put that at number 1 for 2012. Then put a hand up if y'all are disappointed and feel like that wasn't the right choice. I really want to know how many of y'all watching this feel differently about this decision, because I feel like it'll be really close. Most of y'all will agree with me. I feel it. I feel it. Tracks that shine real hard on this one for me are tracks like Super Rich Kids, Sweet Life, Crack Rock. I don't know why I like that song so much, but if that song comes on, I'm stopping everything. If there's people talking, I'm stopping you. And I'm gonna sing that song. And if you ain't listening, I'm gonna tell you to get the fuck out. And we can't forget about probably this man's best song that he's ever recorded in his life, Pyramids. Yeah. 10-minute song. He could have easily split that track up into 2 separate songs. The song is 10 minutes. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's Channel Orange, ladies and gentlemen. Just give a hand clap. Channel Orange. That was 2012. Let's ride straight on over to 2013. Coming in at the number 5 spot is Jay-Z's Magna Carta Holy Grail. Tom Ford, and then you got Somewhere in America. That song is a classic. Crown, probably my favorite song on there, just because of that whole dark vibe that it has going on. And then you got the song Beach is Better. What was it like? Was it even a minute long? It was short as fuck and it pissed me off, but it was dope. Coming in at number 4, believe it or not, it's his wifey, Beyonce, with her self-titled album called Beyonce. I always liked Beyonce, but I never called myself a Beyonce fan until this album. This album is her best. I'm willing to go hard defending that opinion. Pretty Hurts. Rockin', 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 rockin'. That is the female version of How Does It Feel by D'Angelo. Listen to that song and then go back to Rock It and tell me that it's not the female version of How Does It Feel. I love how both her and Jay-Z featured Frank Ocean on their albums too. That was pretty dope, because those 2 little features, man, that little did we know that was gonna be the last we heard of that man for quite some time. Moving on up the list, we have my boy J. Cole on the top list again with his 2nd album, Born Sinner. That album was dope, man. He opened it up with Illuminati, where he just spit some ridiculous, unnecessary fire. I mean, like, god damn, that dude went off on that song. The title track, Born Sinner, itself is one of my favorites. Runaway, that was a song that he easily just let himself get lost in as far as the writing goes, man. It's just some good storytelling there. The number 2 spot would be Janelle Monáe. Yes, with her sophomore album, The Electric Lady. It's the 2nd time Janelle Monáe has made it to the number 2 spot. She got number 2 with her debut album back in 2010, The ArchAndroid. There are 3 songs on this album where she goes from sounding like Michael Jackson from the Jackson 5 when he was a kid, to another song sounding like Stevie Wonder. The song Ghetto Woman. Stevie Wonder fans, go check that song out. Tell me that you don't get Stevie Wonder vibes when you hear that. Then directly after that, you have her song Victory, where she sounds like Lauryn Hill. She's got a song on there called Sally Rides. I think that's my personal favorite from the album, where she's just singing her ass off, man. Her vocal range stretches to the freaking moon. One of the best artists and most underrated, in my opinion, Janelle Monáe. Let's hop right on into this number 1 spot, shall we? I wonder if anybody can guess what it's gonna be. Anybody that knows me, you wanna give it a shot before I name it off real quick? If you want, go ahead and pause the video so that you can look up albums from 2013, and I guarantee you'll probably figure it out. The number one album for me in 2013 is none other than Kissland by The Weeknd. So, for anyone who doesn't know me, The Weeknd is like, you know how people have that one artist that they go crazy about? The Weeknd is that guy. The man sounds like Michael Jackson. Not just like him. They are two totally separate things, but you cannot tell me that when you hear this dude sing, you don't hear semblances of Michael Jackson in there. You can't. Don't lie to me. You don't have to lie. We're just us. The song Love in the Sky. I'm gonna start with that one. That's my favorite song on the album. If one day I am ever to conceive kids, I want that to be the song that they are conceived to. First time I ever saw him in concert, it was at the Chicago Theater. The Chicago Theater is set up like an auditorium, so you got aisles, and you have people coming out into the aisles and dancing with each other. And just in the middle of the aisle, it was like a freaking party, man. I had never experienced that at a concert, ever. Everybody was EXO, man. Everybody was EXO. It was like we all knew each other. People were passing weed up and down the seats. This dude had this really huge screen behind him, and he would have different images. Most of them were that little, it's like a green red panda. When he got into the Kissland song, I'm pretty sure it was Kissland, the title track Kissland. It went from this little cute red panda bouncing around on the screen to two Asian chicks having sex on the screen behind him while he's singing. You can't tell me that's not some boss ass shit to do at a concert. The song Kissland, when that song comes on, I go into a trance. I can't see nothing. All I see is EXO. X in this eye, O in this eye, and I'm just gone. If anybody were to be spying on me while I was by myself listening to that song, you would see some crazy shit. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But yeah, that's it, guys. My top favorite albums for 2012 and 2013. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments. What did you agree with? What didn't you agree with? Was there anything that you didn't know about from this list? And make sure you stay tuned because I will be posting more videos. And remember, keep listening to music. Don't stop exploring. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here though. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.